Thank you, Maria, and thank you also, Madam Member of Parliament, for your encouraging words. I can just join you in confirming that there is a strong commitment of the Commission to diversity and especially to gender equality. Because it's a core value of the European Union, and it's also among the priorities of Madame von der Leyen, the President of the Commission, and this is also why she appointed the first ever Commissioner for Equality, and this is also why we have a first ever gender balance College of Commissioner. And here allow me to say that it didn't happen just like that, but it was a true effort by Madame von der Leyen to have really nominations from the member states which are gender balanced. So I will come back to that because I consider this special effort as one of the most important recommendations for achieving diversity and equality. And you know that the diversity, it's also including it among the commitments in the treaties regarding the equality and non-discrimination. So there are many legislative instruments which are promoting equality and non-discrimination. I won't name all of them, but I would just like to mention two, the most recent one. And the one of them is the Directive on Work-Life Balance of Working Parents and Carers, which established minimum standards for different types of leaves, be it parental or paternal or carers leave. It also established standards for remuneration for these leaves and also for working time arrangements. This was because surveys proved that more equal sharing of care would reduce workplace gender inequality. So, in other words, this has been one of the contributions to promote diversity and to also somehow tackle the existing segregation of the labor market, be it the horizontal segregation or the vertical segregation, where we have a type of genders grouped in, or the tendency to be grouped in a special types of sectors, and also in special types of the hierarchy when it comes to the organizational structure. This directive I've mentioned was already adopted, finalized, and now it is up to member states to transpose it into their national legal frameworks. The other legal instruments, which is most recent, is the proposal of the Commission to strengthen the application of the principle of equal pay for equal work and the work of equal value between men and women through pay transparency and enforcement mechanism. And this has been the directive again, and this directive is the reaction to the persistent gender pay gap in Europe. Again, there are different rules for this inequality, for the pay inequality, but of course it also supports the non-diversity when it comes to the gender. So we hope that this draft or this proposal will be swiftly adopted by the co-legislators, and then it will also contribute to reach the full potential of, in this case, women, but could be that at some time, in some period, it can be the men, in other words, to contribute to achieve the equality. But the legislation alone is not enough when it comes to promoting diversity. And Commission is also strengthening the soft law and also the non-legislative instruments and different policy initiatives, be it funding. It was already mentioned by the speaker, but what I would like to mention here as a special tool, which I think we can be proud of what the Commission is doing, and this is working closely with the companies and organizations, also from public sector, fostering diversity through the EU platform of diversity charters. And I'm sure that many of the companies which are joining us today in the audience are members of these platforms, but let me just recall what it is. It is a voluntary commitment of the organization, be it public or private or non-profit or academic, to actively implement measures which are promoting diversity and equal opportunities in the workplace. And it can be regardless of the race or ethnic origin or gender or sexual orientation, age, disability, or religion. The European platform of diversity charters consists of 26 charters, and these are divided nationally. So in other words, in 26 member states, there are these groups of companies which counts for millions of employees by today. Of those companies and organizations who made this voluntary commitment. We are encouraging more companies to join, and we are encouraging also to share the best practices and to bring the diversity to another level in the organization, if I may put it in these words. Again, I won't repeat what was already said regarding the benefits of diversity and regarding many studies which shown that having diversity, be it at the leadership or in another level of the organizations or company structures, has already proven evident, and there is already an evidence and experience what it means for the organization, what profit it could bring also in terms of money, what profit it could bring not only to employees, to employers, to the entire society, to the markets, etc. So I won't repeat myself, but what I would like to then discuss further, it's, we need to know how to measure the benefits of diversity to make a strong business case. So how to do it correctly. We can discuss how to include minorities effectively and how to adapt the organization structure, how to make sure that the diversity really drives innovation, how to communicate it properly. All these pertinent questions. But if I would just pick two recommendations, if I would be asked to pick two recommendations, what I think is of utmost importance, what I've seen when I worked for 8 years in one of the tech giants before I joined Vice President Jourova in her team, that diversity is not possible without the commitment from the top. In other words, the commitment from the leadership is not optional, it's just a must. And the other recommendation or suggestion is that the diversity and inclusion, it of course needs to be the focus at the senior level, but it also needs to be included into the company's business or purpose strategy. It can be just simple HR policy or HR strategy, because then it's lost in translation. So there might be many other recommendations which we might discuss today. I look forward to do so, and thank you for the invitation to the organizers.